First time they played an NBA game in Birmingham, Alabama since 2006 when the Magic played the Hawks. And tonight you had Melo and the Rockets playing their first game against the Memphis Grizzlies. And right away, Carmelo Anthony connecting and all the principal characters getting involved for Houston.
I'm interested to see how Chris Paul and Carmelo Anthony are going to, play together. I like what I've seen thus far because this is Carmelo Anthony's kind of offense, right? Throw it to me, I shoot.
and throw it to me and I shoot a three. There's a lot of threes going up in that Houston game.
The Rockets put 46 threes in the air in that game.
Ooh,
big.
Nice move.
This is big for Memphis if Mike Conley is healthy for a season.
It's good to see Conley back healthy. And the guy that I'm really interested, the rookie, is Jaren Jackson. I really like him. I think his upside is really high. And out of this rookie class, he could turn out to be the best player in this rookie class.
Chris Paul with the swipe, and there is Michael Carter-Williams, who had 19.
That's a nice pickup because he's just a basketball player. He'll fit in with Houston because he just makes plays and knows how to play.
131 to 115. Harden had 20. Paul had 22. MCW had his 19, and Houston wins it by 16. Here's what Melo had to say after the game. Things did not go well between Mike D'Antoni and Carmelo Anthony in New York. Why will it work out better in Houston?
I think they're not running as much. I think Carmelo never wanted, back then Mike D'Antoni had the 7 seconds or less offense going. Carmelo wasn't interested in 7 seconds or less. I said, now Mike D'Antoni's got the 7 ball screens or more offense. And so you can kind of walk into your offense. They don't, Houston doesn't push the ball. So I think they'll just automatically get along better. He's not always saying run, run, run. And also he's playing with James Harden and Chris Paul. He's going to get a lot of wide open shots. I'm more concerned about Houston on the defensive end with losing Luke Maabute and Trevor Ariza were 2 really good defenders.
Yeah, certainly they got better offensively with Carmelo Anthony. You add to what Houston can do offensively to a team that was a Chris Paul injury away from knocking off Golden State and going to the finals last year. Is this a better team?
It's a better offensive team. But I never thought I would see the day where a guy takes a good shot, a 2-point shot, and then looks at the bench and goes, Coach, my fault.
Hold on. And he makes it. No. He makes the shot.
He makes the shot. It wasn't a challenge 3. He's wide open 2-point shot. He knocks it down, and then he goes, oh, my bad. I wasn't supposed to take that shot. But when you talk about D'Antoni and Carmelo Anthony, the thing that I like about both of them is that they're mature guys. Okay, they had their little dust up. But as we know, when you go around the NBA, if you're honest with each other, right, everything works out. I think D'Antoni's honest, Carmelo's honest, and I think they're going to have a good season this year.
Moving on to the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets. And Derek Jones Jr., former member of the Phoenix Suns, now with the Heat, and he's got some serious springs, as you see right there. Then he's going to take a tumble as he goes up for a rebound here. That is a serious tumble. He was taken from the court. X-rays were negative on Derek Jones Jr. But, man, I mean to tell you, that was a tumble. Again, X-rays negative. So we go from that to a possible Shaq and a Fool episode here with Malik Monk waiting to get in the game. He had his warm-up on and he took it off. And there was just
my uniform, my jersey.
All matter of a jersy.
Those are the nightmares you had when you were a kid. Like you didn't have any shorts on, you went into the game. Man, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, you rip it away and you got man, I got no shorts on.
Did that happen?
No, but I had nightmares about it, Ernie.
You're watching Miles Bridges, by the way, another top drawer rookie.
But this is another rookie, Ernie, that I think everybody's excited about because his preseason has been, must-see highlights.
Bridges with 14 on the night. Kemba Walker had 18 for the Hornets in their 122 to 113 win. So much, as you look at Hassan Whiteside having another double-double, had a big first game, and he has 14 and 15 in this. So much of what Miami wants to do is predicated on which Hassan Whiteside shows up for this team, Kev.
Well, the good Hassan Whiteside is there right now. And he even said, I'm going to be more coachable this year.
Right,
yeah,
right.
like that. He's coming out. They need him to rebound and he's not a great scorer of the ball, but he can rebound, he can block shots, he can protect the rim. He's got to kind of do his job. I think sometimes these guys, they do that really well. Then all of a sudden they say, I need to take more shots. Like, no, you don't need to take more shots.
Yeah.
You need to do what you do well. And they play up-tempo a little bit on the offense. Ben Dragic doesn't have to score for him. I think that if they can get him, Whiteside, playing really well, they have a chance to be a playoff team.
I think so too. And when you look at the job that they did last year and the year before, I mean, this is a team that keeps inching its way up. They keep coming. They keep coming. And Spoelstra, I think these last 2 years has done as good a coaching job as he's done all his first 5 years or first 3 years there. I mean, when he had LeBron James, D Wade, I mean, we've seen what type of coach that Spoelstra is, and he's an excellent coach, and he's getting the most out of his team.
And he's got to be pleased with the work ethic on Whiteside. In the offseason, he worked out with Antonio Brown of the Steelers, learned how to use running on the beach as a way to strengthen his leg. What?
So he was working out with Antonio Brown.
Yeah. And Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe.
The one who wants the football a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we may see the bad Whiteside who wants the ball a little bit more.
But he's going to be in better shape. But he's going to be in better shape.
They worked on the attitude on the beach, too.
We're going to come back here and wrap things up here on Game Time in just a sec. Tuesday night doubleheader is in the books. That was on TNT. Here we are on Game Time on NBA TV. Ernie Johnson, Isiah Thomas, and Kevin McHale. We'll start with Game 2 of that doubleheader, which was the debut of LeBron James in a Laker uniform in Staples Center as they played host to the Denver Nuggets. And we take you to Los Angeles. And LeBron had made his debut in San Diego, but fans in LA getting their first look up close and personal at what they can expect to see from 23.
Yeah, and there's a buzz in the building when he steps in and he starts taking it down like that. Going full court, length of the court, and throwing it down. Anywhere LeBron goes, there's always just energy, and he brings it, boy.
Drops it off to Brandon Ingram, who hits JaVale McGee for the easy 2.
And when you talk about energy, the Lakers are definitely looking to get out in transition. And LeBron James walking up into a step-up 3, was a good start for them on the offensive side of the basketball.
LeBron talks about LA getting its offense from good defense. You saw it right there, and wound up with the James bucket. And this, check it out.
That's the
Willie B. Buckets. That's Will Barton.
Hey, that's the play you run as a coach all the time. That's your end of the clock play, full court, and work.
Yeah, but you'd prefer that it not only just worked in preseason, maybe in the regular season it worked, but it was like a charm in that one. Jokic to Monty Morris.
And when you see the ball handling skills of Jokic, that the last 2 plays, he's out up top, he's making plays, he's passing the ball, he's knocking down a 3. We know he has an excellent post-up game. I mean, Jokic is the real deal.
How about Mason Plumlee going 11 for 11?
Well, he should have been. Every one of them had elbows in the rim. I mean, if he missed any of the shots he took tonight, I'd be mad at him.
So LeBron was just chilling as this game came right down to it. A chance for the Lakers to tie or take the lead.
Oh, he's going to shoot that? No.
And they don't get a shot off.
No. Young players came out there and had let that one fly.
Yeah, you got to know time and score, and at that point in time, we see that they didn't know the clock. Just one pass too many.
You see LeBron James, 13 points on 5 of 6 shooting. JaVale McGee leads him with 15. Safe to say if that trend continues of JaVale leading him in scoring, it is not going to be the kind of banner year they expect in L.A. But on this night, he has 15. Hart has 14. And it's a 113 to 111 Denver win as the Lakers cannot get the shot off in the last possession. But that's what happens in the preseason, isn't it, Kevin McHale? This is a teaching time and a learning time.
Yes, it is. At the end of most games, you have guys out there that none of us know where they play, where they come from, and they're thrown in these situations, and they make some interesting plays at late games, like not shooting that. But, all these young guys have got to learn. It's just the NBA is such a different game with the clock and everything. But, I've seen that many times, young guys at the end of tight games not making the proper play.
What do you think job one is for LeBron James in this setting now?
I say to blend the personalities. I mean, you got a lot of different personalities that come from different basketball cultures, different basketball understanding. And what he's got to try to find a way to do is get a good, cohesive understanding of everybody on his team. He and Rondo have played in championship moments. They've won championship rings. So their leadership is going to be paramount on their team to make it all come together.
I think one of the things, too, when you look at some of the core talent that the Lakers brought back before you add James to that mix, and you see what a guy like Kyle Kuzma did in the offseason. And I think you guys know better as players, but what you do in the offseason can be so critical to your development as a player. And Kyle Kuzma hit the weight room, gained a little weight, gained a little strength, worked on playing center for the first time since high school, worked on guard-type ball handling skills, just trying to make himself one of these positionless players that you see around the league.
And the other thing that he did was he had long sit-down film sessions with Rondo. And Rondo was talking to him about becoming a better defender. Most young players, they always judge their game by how well they play on the offensive side of the basketball. Kuzma has taken on the challenge of now becoming a better defender, better film watcher, better understanding tendencies of the opponent that he's playing against. So I think that's going to be a big leap for him on the defensive side.
Yeah, and I always found that when you decide what you need to work on, you work on it. Because, you come in the league and everybody's telling you what to do. After a year in the league, you know what you need to work on. And you always work harder on that. Because people will tell you need to work on this and that. And I'm thinking, I don't think I need to work on that. And so he found out what he needed to work on, and he put his own program together.
Yeah. Denver a winner 113-111 over the Lakers. And if you'd like to see the Lakers, you can do that again on Thursday as they take on the Sacramento Kings. That follows the Pacers and the Rockets, which hits the air at 8 o'clock here on NBA TV. When we come back, well, with LeBron in LA, it wasn't exactly an Eastern Conference Finals rematch in Boston, but highlights of the Cavs and Celtics when we come back as Game Time rolls.